Okay, I want to do a little short video here on the Rhino, doing some upgrades to it. Lift, tires, oil change, tune up, air filter, little preventive maintenance stuff. And in the middle of that, started having trouble with the shifter not shifting right, acting up. So at first I thought it was the linkage, and I messed with the linkage, checked the shifter itself, the knob, and everything seemed to be working fine on that. So I disconnected it, and they call it the shift shaft, which is right here on the side of the case. This is where the linkage hooks up. As you can see, it does not look good at all. There's a hole in the bottom that looks like it's supposed to have a splash up maybe from oil in the crankcase, but it doesn't do anything. It wasn't even wet when I took the case off. And the problem was, when I took it apart, I found this. This is what your shifter hooks to. And the other gear, you can tell, it's wore down as well. These two ride on each other inside the case. And this piece actually shifts the transmission, and this piece is what the shifter hooks to. As you can tell, it is worn off extremely bad. So they're kind of hard to find online. I haven't found any aftermarket. So I looked online and found a used one off of eBay. And this is what it looks like. It actually looks very good to be a 2005, which I don't know what year this one came off of. You can see the teeth are not wore down at all. This one definitely has not had oil in it or splashed up in it. It has a gasket on it, but there's nothing leaking out of it, nothing wet. And this is the gear that came with the eBay. You see they go together very well. These two do not. You can see the difference. So if you're having shifter problems and shifting, the shifter linkage doesn't help you, you need to look at these. They are the shifter shaft assembly. You have to buy them separate. Each piece has to be bought separate. You can't buy this whole thing from Yamaha. So basically, the two pieces that go bad are the two gears. This one and this gear. So you disassemble this thing and replace this gear and replace this gear. This gear, it shows online to be like $37, and this one's $13. So if you're having problems with a shifter jumping out of gear or not acting right, even though you try to adjust the shifter linkage, pop this case off, look at your teeth, because more than likely they look like that. And that'll wrap this video up. Next, I hope to be putting a lift kit on this thing whenever it decides to come in the mill. And it's going to go right back on here and hook the shifter linkage up and adjust everything, and it should be good to go. Thanks for watching, y'all.